Coming up next, we'll meet a chap who's an apprentice doing really well as a carpenter. So what's the next stage for him? We'll find out in just a second.
Martin and Catherine at breakfast.
BBC Radio Leeds.
So the latest official unemployment figures come out later on this morning, around about 9:30. Wes will keep you in touch with all those. Last month's statistics showed that youth unemployment had reached a record high, with just over 1 million people aged 16 to 24 out of work.
Well, the government response to this has been to promote apprenticeships as a way to ensure young people get the skills and a first step up on the career ladder. Joining us in the studio, Tibby Singh Chodha from Leeds, who's completed his apprenticeship as a carpenter. Morning, Tibby.
Morning.
How difficult was it to get the apprenticeship in the first place?
It was fairly difficult. Construction skills helped me a lot. What I did was I actually sent my details to construction skills, and from there they sent me a list of companies, and which I then made my CV and sent my CV to all these companies. And some got back to me saying that they wasn't looking for apprentices. Some didn't get back to me at all, but however, InnerServe Construction got back to me saying that they are looking for apprentices, and they wanted to interview me, and my interview was successful, and I've been with InnerServe Construction for about 6 years now. So.
And how's it gone being an apprentice? You sometimes hear stories that you kind of treated as a bit of a dog's body, but how have you found it?
Oh no, the company's great. All the people who work at the company have, supported me along the way, and throughout my apprenticeship I've won various competitions. I've done other courses as well, like the CIOB Site Supervisory Studies and the HNC in Construction Studies. So yeah, I've had great.
What's the company called again?
It's InnerServe Construction.
So that's where you're working. What do they do?
They work on various, hospitals, schools.
Right, so it's big building projects.
It's a massive company.
Yeah. Did you always fancy being a carpenter?
Yeah, I did. It all started from school. I did woodworks at school, and it just all took off from there.
Making pencil cases and things like that.
That's right, yeah, just making stuff out of wood. And timber can be adapted into various situations, and that's what I just like about it. So, yeah.
So obviously the apprenticeship has gone really well. What happens next? Because again, I suppose that's a fear from some apprentices that they'll do their training, but there's no firm job at the end of it. So what happens to you next?
Yeah, well, I'm in a job now, but I just encourage for companies to take on apprentices, because not only are they a benefit to the apprentices, it's also a benefit to the organisation, as it makes the organisation more productive and effective, and benefit for the apprentices. They're earning whilst they're learning. So as an ambassador for the construction industry, I attend various events at schools and business events, just promoting apprenticeships and encourage the youth to do something productive, and for the companies to take on apprenticeships.
How long is your apprenticeship before you actually know if you've got a permanent job?
It's the apprenticeship takes 3 years.
3 years.
And then I was actually doing my apprenticeship part-time, so I was already in a job, but you can do it full-time and then obviously apply for a job afterwards.
Talking to young people about it, do you think the attitude is shifting? Because certainly when I was at school, there was always huge pressure, go to university, and that was really hammered as being the way forward. Do you think that's started to shift now that kids are thinking, well, actually, I'd rather try and get a job and get some more practical skills?
Definitely. A lot of people get pressured in, don't go into the building industry. It's hard work, it's dirty, but it's actually seen as a profession, and you've got to be trained to do the work. So
finally, we'll be able to see you on telly this weekend.
Yeah, you will be,
BBC 3 have done a TV series, Young Talent of the Year.
That's right, yeah.
What have you been doing for that?
Basically, when I heard about this show, I thought it was just a great idea of having a show just showing different talents which no one hears about. So I wanted to be a part of this rare opportunity and just showcase my work. And obviously I think it's the right opportunity to be an ambassador to a larger audience.
Yeah, how are you feeling about seeing yourself on telly?
It's going to be a bit surreal, really, but I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for you this weekend and see how you get on.
That's right.
Thanks very, very much for coming in. That's Tibby Singh Chodha. Keep an eye out for him on BBC 3 this weekend, Young Talent of the Year. Good luck with it all.